Gather around, PBC family, as we embark on a journey that traces the history and tells the story, God's story, of Purposeful Baptist Church. Our narrative is not merely a collection of dates and events. It's a resounding testament to God's unwavering love, a love that has sustained us for an entire incredible century. Throughout 2024, we will come together in celebration, honoring God's remarkable works within our church and our community. You'll be encouraged, strengthened, and challenged by tales and stories of faith, resilience, and unwavering devotion as we commemorate 100 years of God's grace and blessings upon PBC. And as we commemorate this momentous occasion, we invite you to join us in discovering how our church's core values came to be throughout this last century. Today, we are committed, helpful, purposeful, and missional, but we didn't come up with that on our own. That's who God has shaped us into over these 100 years. We're kicking off 2024 diving into the committed value, how it historically came to be and what it means for us today. During the second quarter, we'll discover how we came to be helpful, helping people grow in Christ-likeness and finding freedom. And then the third quarter will be about purposeful. Before the last part of the year, we will shift our focus to missional. But first, let's dive in to our first core value of being committed. What does it mean to be committed? It's more than a word. It's a way of life. It's a pledge that we've held dear since the very beginning. In the fall of 1924, Reverend E.J. Bulgen, a nationally known evangelist from Oregon, preached a revival service right here at Bush Tabernacle. The response was overwhelming. Over 550 souls were saved or reclaimed for the Lord. And the impact was so profound that 30 individuals signed their names committing to establish Purposeful Baptist Church so that people in this community could have a Bible-believing, Bible-preaching, and by God's grace, a Bible-doing church that they could call their own. And that commitment laid the foundation for who we are today. Just 4 short years later, in 1928, we built our first church on Nursery Avenue on the other side of town. It became a place where we worshiped and grew together for 80 years. And today, that building serves as the community town hall that everybody knows and loves. Our commitment wasn't defined or confined to our walls. In 1930, we initiated Vacation Bible School in collaboration with 3 other Purcellville area churches, showcasing our commitment to be in the community for the community. And in the late 50s, we ventured into, believe it or not, radio broadcasting, reaching beyond our physical boundaries. In 1960, missions highlighted our commitment to global outreach, bringing like-minded missionaries from different parts of the world. In the 70s, a tumultuous time in our country, we were committed to reaching out, fostering unity in a biblical, if not popular way. Purcellville was a very different town then, but PBC was committed to God's word then as it is now, to do things the Lord's way regardless of popular opinion. During a time of great racial tension in our community, the Washington Commanders, formerly the Redskins, chaplain Tom Skinner, a black man, came and spoke to what was at the time a predominantly white church, and the building was filled to overflowing and we were changed. On June 1st, 1995, to carry out the new vision of PBC, Pastor David Janney was called as senior pastor. Pastor Dave brought a distinct and new commitment to God's Word, and not only went on to serve 25 years, the longest of any pastor at PBC, but he led our church, we believe, because of his biblical commitment to more growth than we had ever experienced before. In March 2020, after a national emergency was declared due to COVID-19, PBC did not hold public services for about 2 months, and we went to live stream. This created another avenue that continues to grow today that reaches the unchurched in our community and beyond. In 2021, PBC partnered with Hamilton Baptist to plant the current Lovettsville Baptist Church, believing that every community needs a biblically committed church. As we reflect on this incredible journey, we're not just reflecting, but we're looking forward, because our commitment remains. And as we move forward, let's continue this legacy of being fiercely committed to being a Bible-believing, Bible-preaching, and by God's grace, a Bible-doing and gospel-centered church.